I got some new shit I had to before I got going. But anyway, let's have some occult conversations. I want to just stop real quick and speak on, when we're going through spiritual upgrades and also when you're going through situations when you're dealing with past life karma, right? You could be in a situation where you're going through something and you're like what is this about, right? Okay, so I will give an example. Okay, well let's just start from here. Life is what we project it to be, right? So let's just follow. Life is what we project it to be. So basically, you are projecting yourself within the own manifestation which you have made for yourself, the same as God and Jesus, right? God manifests Jesus to be amongst the people to do what? Experience what he created, also to do other things. We won't get into all that, right? Because true indeed, I have some Bible knowledge, but I'm not a Christian. You understand? I have no religion. I'm a shaman. But I travel with all books. I believe in all things. So it would lead you to believe that if I manifested this reality, everything within this reality is meant to help me. So let's just say I have terrible relationships with women, right? Let's just say I have a trauma bond with my mom, right? You come into this reality, it's a lot of trauma with your mom. You got issues with women. Now you could say, "Oh, I'm terrible with women," or "Women are terrible," or you can look at it in the aspect like I manifested all this around me to heal the divine feminine aspect, to balance out the divine feminine aspect that I didn't balance out last lifetime. Everything around us is exactly what it needs to be for your personal growth. Because believe me, if you didn't want to play, you'd stop showing up, right? But every morning we wake up and we open our eyes, we keep showing up, don't we? So we show up for a reason, right? Some people will look at it as a game. Life is not a game, but some people look at it as a game because you're just challenging yourself. Everything is already done. All you're doing is rechecking what is done. You've already went before yourself and done everything in advance. Everything crooked has been made straight. The only thing that when we as human beings get off is where you have free will, right? Now we come into this existence, right, with prarabdha, if I said that right, karma or your destiny that is set, not set in stone. No destiny is set in stone, right? Because there's two types of karma. You have karma that you came from your past life with, that is like the path work, right? And then you have cryoman karma, which is working karma, which is the karma that you can work off your past life karma by either going through terrible experiences and just dealing with them and making better choices, making penance, repentance, or doing charitable acts and things of that nature. And you can turn your karma from prarabdha to kryaman karma, which is from your set karma that you came into this existence with to working karma, right? And through working karma, you will reach moksha, which is release. It takes a process. Who knows? I don't know, but I kind of do, but I can't tell you. So you can't tell everybody everything. That's another thing too. Certain occult knowledge is not to be given to everybody, man. You have to realize when you elevate to a certain degree, people are going to seem strange to you and you're going to seem strange to people. They're going to want to be attracted to you and you're going to want to be attracted to them. But you got to understand and realize one thing. You're vibrating at a whole different frequency than they're vibrating at. I digress. I'm sorry. I got excited. They playing that shit next door, man. It got me on it. But anyway, so if no destiny is set in stone, then that means that there is a chance that you can switch it around and figure it out. But you would say to yourself, okay, I got all this negativity working against me. I have all this negativity working against me. And people have been in this situation where you've had karmic friends, karmic families, bad relationships, right? And now you can stay trying to kick yourself in the ass and saying it's because of this, it's because of that. No. There's a lesson in it. 9 times out of 10, it's to figure out what a trauma bond is and how to get away from trauma bonding with people. It's probably to help you heal the feminine or masculine aspects that you came into this reality with that were weak as shit and you need to balance it out. Excuse my language. I just do what I do. I give it to you how I give it to you. I'm feeling pretty jazzy today. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey, to all my Irish folks, them, I'm black Irish. Nah, not really. I don't know. I might have a little Irish in me, man. I'm lucky as shit, though. I know that. I know I'm lucky as hell. Because I should have been dead the way they was lighting them candles on the kid. But see, that's the thing. No one can kill you unless it's your destiny. There are two things that can't be stopped. Two things that cannot be changed. Through divination, through spell work, through you could charge up a nuclear battery. I don't care. Nobody can change when you're gonna die or when you're born. Challenge me on that. Because if that was the truth, I would have been dead. A lot of people would have been dead. It's up to a greater source. I digress. So when you're working your karma, right? You come into this existence. You come into this existence with a set pattern. A set pattern. Okay, this is what happened before, so this is what's gonna happen again, right? But you have a chance to step away from that wheel and to set your own destiny, right? To set your own destiny, to break generational curses, to really step away from the wheel of reincarnation. And see, when people hear that, you think you're going to die and then appear in a different world. Same thing as in the Bible, the rapture. If you think a nigga's going to disappear right in front of you, hey, listen, man, hey, if Frog had wings, he wouldn't have a bruised ass, okay? You know what I mean? If Frog had wings, he wouldn't be bumping his ass off the ground, man. It's not a mystery. No. Every time you close your eyes, you die. And a lot of people don't get that concept. You're not promised tomorrow. You set the clock, you make plans for tomorrow so arrogantly, but it's not promised. It's not promised for you to take another breath. You might take a little sip off that tea and KO. It's over with for you. Night, night. You feel me? So you can't return to sender evil eye. They be cracking me up. They be sending it, boy. That's how you know when evil eye is sent. When a thought will just jump out your head, or when you get clumsy a little bit, somebody's sending evil eye. Just send it back with love, light, and forgiveness. We'll talk about that in a second too, right? Well, let's talk about it now. When you return things to sender, a lot of people say, don't return things to sender. Don't return things to sender. Why not? If somebody socks you in the face, you're not gonna defend yourself. It's about your intention behind sending it back. You know they want to kill you, but do you want to kill them back? Because if you want to kill them back, then you're never going to get anywhere. You're just going to be punching each other in the face. You got to be a little bit smarter than your enemy. You have to understand something. They want your death because they don't want to heal. Wish healing for them. That'll hurt them worse. God, please help them pay attention to the greatness within themselves. God, please let them see who they are and what they are so they can leave me the fuck alone. You feel me? So they can realize what they are and heal. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. To a person that's hurting and that's running away from themselves, to heal is the worst thing in the world, baby. Okay? That's like mama with a switch on your heels and she's pissed. Trust me. Trust me. So when you wish death for death, you're dying. You're giving a piece of that energy. See, in order for you to send the energy, you have to lock into that frequency. So why would you want to lock into a lower frequency? Let them send it. Let them send it. This is where transmutation comes in. And people say, well, how can you transmute power? How can you transmute energy? I'll give you a good example. First off, you're not going to be able to transmute energy if you don't know your own energy. People will tell you, you'll see it on TikTok, you'll see it on all these social media sites, how to be a witch, how to curse, how to hex. Leave that shit alone, man. Leave that shit alone, man. Learn yourself before you start fucking with that. Everyone has a degree of power, right? But if you don't know you, then none of that shit you're learning from anybody else is gonna help you. It's gonna hurt you. Okay? And you don't know these niggas. You what you on a video chat with some motherfucker from a zillion miles away telling you to do this and that? You just sold your soul. Don't be a dummy, man. And I hate to be so harsh, but I gotta be how I gotta be. Don't be foolish. You want that love interest back and they don't want you? Get over it, man. Because when you ask that practitioner to do that love spell, you've given yourself away. You've given yourself away because of that person's, you're giving your permission for a person to use your energy to bind it to somebody else or do a spell. Let me ask you a question. Would you trust me with the keys to your house? And you leave on vacation and you don't know me? You just met me on the internet. Yeah, I talk very good. I talk very good. I make everything happen. Very powerful. Very powerful. You know, whatever accent they using, right? Whatever. May even be a nigga from the Bronx. Yeah. You feel me? Whatever. Would you trust me? So you have to ask yourself, if you're willing to give somebody some trust like that, you got some issues within yourself you need to deal with. 9 times out of 10, the shit that you want spell work for can be dealt with in the 3D before you go disturbing spirits. And I'm going to say this too. Spirits get annoyed. A lot of people don't know that. When you're up there asking for that minuscule bullshit all the time, you'll piss a spirit off. You will piss a spirit off, man. You will get them a little bit upset. To that one viewer, hey, I do it for you, baby. You can upset a spirit, man. If you're asking for negative things all the time, if you're asking for, oh God, please bring back this person, and this person is bad for you, your higher self is not gonna put you in a position to be hurt. You understand? And the reason why I say this because so many people want to go to they want to go to an answer or go to a solution that's out of their hands. Everything is in your hands. You have the power yourself. Before you give your power away to someone else and pay them to light a candle that you don't know for something that may harm you, do some healing. Go get some counseling. If you're hurt behind something, it's something you need to deal with. But the moment you do that and you deal in the spirit world with something that you could have dealt yourself with, you're adding extra problems to yourself. And don't get me wrong, please don't. I'm all for the practitioners, baby. I'm I'm for the practitioners, but you need to understand it's a business. Period. For some people, it is a business. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you're going to a person that gives a shit about you or cares about you. This is business. So they're not going to tell you, hey, look, man, if I light this candle for you and this dude comes back to you or this lady comes back, you may not be able to get rid of him. Why do you want him back for? You know, some people are just like, send the money. Okay, got it, good. It's a business and they're not going to get in trouble with the spirit world. Why? Because it's your intention. See, people think that they can pay people to do work and they don't get charged karmically. The practitioner knows what they're doing. It's your intentions. You came to me, or not to me, I'm just example. I don't do anything baneful. I wouldn't take any person's free will. To me, that's goofy as hell. You're asking for problems. And it's just too much. It's too much involved with that, man. It's too much involved with that. Too much blowback. I'm cool. I'm a healer. You want some of that shit taken off of you? Get with me. You want an exorcism? Get with me. You want your house cleansed? Get with me. You want a spiritual bath? Get with me. You want to jump off the wheel of reincarnation, man? You want to heal generational curses and wounds? That's what I do. I don't do nothing baneful. It takes too much energy, man. It takes too much energy, man, to deal with that and keep that up, man. That's not what I'm into. But I say all that to say this. Before we go running off to some practitioner or picking up a book and start saying some words we don't know, saying something that we really don't understand, and invoking something that we really may not want in our life. Do the work within. You are magic. It's not about the spell. You are magic. That's the whole point. A lot of people don't get why some people are more powerful in spirit than others. Because the people who are more powerful took the time to heal and did it themselves. You'll hear like people say, oh, you don't have to meditate. You don't have to get with yourself. You could just take these courses and learn how to do this and that. Okay, great. 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 Right? So you're telling me that I could just jump in the car and just go. I don't need to worry about all the functions of the car. I don't need to worry about how I'm going to get there. I don't need to worry about how to operate this vehicle or practice because this is the vehicle. You. You're the vehicle. You're the energetic vehicle. And when you let somebody else drive your vehicle, because that's what you're doing, when you give your money to somebody, it's currency, it's an energy, it's a current. You just let somebody drive your car. You got a brand new car, best car in the world. You gonna let somebody drive your car? Somebody you don't know? Think on it. So I'm gonna end it here, man. You are magic. Before you go wanting to curse a person, before you want to go do all this and that, and you'll see these comments, man, they're stupid as fuck, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. People take this like it's a joke. You know you can have something in your energy moving around, man, kicking your ass for life, and you won't even know it. And then you got people who like, I just curse people. I do what I want to do. Do what you want to do. You gonna run into somebody like me. Everybody ain't going. Trust me, it don't work all the time. It doesn't. It doesn't. Know yourself because you are magic, right? Magic is you and it starts within you. So before you want to involve yourself in the occult, you want to involve yourself in something extraplanetary or extraterrestrial or paranormal, know yourself. Know yourself. Do you realize like look around you. You're like nothing on this planet. You got to be special. And I'm gone, man. Be good.